Woo! What's going on, guys? Orange Forum coming at you guys today with another video. This is the aftermath. Late again. Sorry, guys, on a Tuesday. At least it wasn't a Wednesday. It was Tuesday for the aftermath of the Week 14 debacle. Detroit Lions went up to Chicago. Lost that football game. 28-13. Chicago Lions falling to 9-4. Still first in the division. Bears moving up to 5-8. Keeping themselves in that playoff hunt as we're trying to clinch the division, or i.e. make the playoffs. The big road loss against another NFC North team. It's 2 in a row now against Green Bay and then in Chicago. Double-digit loss this time too, and just kind of an embarrassing game. Now with the injuries, Lions first because we were the road team. Cornerback Kindle Vildor, what's that? They got 2020, I believe. Draft pick by the Chicago Bears, 5th round pick or something like that. He ended up getting cramps in that game. Bears didn't really get any injuries. Lions, that was pretty much it right there. Just Vildor. And then that's ridiculous. I'm trying to turn that down. See if I can turn that down. Sorry about that, guys. And then yeah. And then the stats, let's go to the Lions. Let's go to Detroit Lions. Quarterback Jared Goff was 20 for 35, 161 yards, a touchdown, 2 picks, sacked 4 times, 57.1% completion percentage, his worst game of the year, or one of his worst games of the year. This was a terrible game. He's had 4 bad games in a row, though, Goff's, but this was a bad one, completion percentage-wise, and just couldn't get nothing going. Rushing the ball, running back David Montgomery was 10 carries for 66 yards, 6.6 yards per carry. Running back Jahmyr Gibbs, rookie at Alabama, was 11 for 66, a touchdown, 6 yards a carry. Then, wide receiver Jamison Williams had 1 carry for 4 yards, and 4 yards a carry. That was the only touch he had, by the way, Jamison Williams. And I'm getting so sick and tired of hearing guys like Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell telling Lions fans of the world that there's that every game they're starting to gain trust with this guy. No, you're not. You're not, because you're not targeting him. You're not even giving him touches. Like you're not even doing anything. He was targeted once in the passing game, one time on a severely underthrown ball by Jared Goff, and he had 2 steps on his defender, J-Mo. Why did you trade up for this kid, man? Why? I'm starting to get really pissed. I got so much stuff that I got built up, guys, that I got to get to it one day. I just got to find the right time. Okay, then I'm thrown way off. And then the receiving, wide receiver Josh Reynolds had 3 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown, 14.7 yards per catch on 4 targets. Tight end Sam Laporta had a quiet day. He was 2 for 23, 11.5 yards a catch, 6 targets. Amon-Ra St. Brown was 3 catches for 21 yards, 7 yards per catch, 9 targets. They were trying to get him the ball, just couldn't. Running back David Montgomery was 3 for 19 yards, 6.3 yards per catch on 3 targets. Everything thrown his way he caught. Then running back Jahmyr Gibbs was 3 for 16. Jahmyr did have 2 fumbles, but 0 lost. Had a fumble receiving and a fumble running the ball. But the ball was gotten back by the Detroit Lions, but he did fumble twice. But he had 5.3 yards per catch on 4 targets, and that 1 target that he missed was a touchdown, 100%, or a first down. I believe it was I want to say it was a 4th down or a 3rd down play. I forget what it was, but it was a big drop by Jahmyr Gibbs, huge drop. Would have done any difference? Who knows? But it was a big drop. You got guys like, and then back to the J-Mo stuff, man. I like the reason why I'm going back to it. I probably shouldn't, because I'm probably going to go on a rant, but I'm going to try not to. You got guys like Brock Wright and Khalif Raymond are getting more targets than Jamison Williams. I wrote that down. That's why I'm kind of going back to it. It's mind-boggling, man. Use the freaking kid. Use him. I don't want to hear that you trust him, or he's earning his stripes. We're starting to trust him. It's week 14, man. We're going on to week 15. Sick of it. Play the kid. Do something with him. Guy has turned into, like Mike Valente said, he's turned into Robert Turpin from the Dallas Cowboys. That's what he's turned into. He's a gadget player. At 12th overall, you moved up to get. Oh. Okay, and then defensively, linebacker Jack Campbell, the rookie out of Iowa, 9 tackles. Linebacker Alex Anzalone, 9 tackles as well. Defensive end John Kaminsky, he had a nice day. He had 7 tackles and a sack. Played really well. John Kaminsky, good to see him show up. Linebacker Derek Barnes had 6 tackles. Defensive end Aiden Hudson had 2 tackles, a sack. Probably should have had another one. I know Aiden after the game really took it to heart that they lost this football game. His eyes were all welled up. He had the rims, had the red rims going on. He was upset. He was crying. You could tell he was very upset. Hopefully he used this as motivation because he missed a few tackles in this game, especially sacks. He could have had a couple. And then linebacker Jalen Reeves-Maben, who had a tackle and a sack. Jalen's been playing better football lately. He's been getting more opportunities on the field as well, and he had a sack on Justin Fields. Now the Bears. Quarterback Justin Fields was only 19 for 33 on a 57.5% completion percentage. He didn't have a great day throwing the ball. 223 yards, though, and a touchdown, sacked 3 times. Rushing, quarterback Justin Fields, again, was 12 for 58, touchdown, 4.8 yards a carry. And running back Deontay Foreman was 11 for 50, 4.5 yards per carry as well. Then wide receiver DJ Moore was 3 for 20 yards and a touchdown. He had a nice day, DJ Moore, 6.7 yards per carry. Then receiving, wide receiver DJ Moore again, 6 for 68, touchdown, 11.3 yards a catch. Targeted 10 times. That's Justin's go-to guy. Tight end Cole Kmet was 5 for 66, 13.2 yards per catch on 7 targets. Wide receiver Darnell Mooney, their deeper threat, was 2 catches for 44 yards on 22 yards a catch, 7 targets. Then running back Deontay Foreman was 2 for 22 as well, 11 yards per catch, and then 3 targets. And then Cairo Santos, 3 for 3 field goals, 46 long. He did miss an extra point, though. Our kicker doesn't kick field goals, by the way. Riley Patterson, he doesn't kick anything. No, we don't have him kick anything. If it's a 53 or something like that yarder, we ain't doing it. We're either going for it or we're punting. More than likely, we're punting. Can you sense the tension going on? And then defensively, safety Jaquan Brisker, he had a big day, 17 tackles and a forced fumble. Linebacker Tremaine Edmonds had a nice day again for the Bears, 7 tackles, 1 interception. Cornerback Tyreek Stevenson, the rookie, had 5 tackles. Defensive end Montez Sweat, 5 tackles and a sack. He's loving going up against Detroit right now. Linebacker TJ Edwards had 4 tackles and a fumble recovery. I don't even know who fumbled the ball for the Lions. I tried to look for it. I know Gibbs had a couple fumbles, but he didn't have any fumbles lost. So I don't know if it was the special teams. I can't remember. But apparently he had a fumble recovery. TJ Edwards, he's a linebacker for the Bears. So, and then defensive end, defensive tackle, Justin Jones had 5 tackles, 1.5 sacks. And then defensive end, Yannick Ngakoue had 3 tackles and a sack as well. D-line played pretty well for the Chicago Bears. We were running on them pretty early, but we decided to not run the football anymore in the second half, which was really weird. So let's talk Lions O&D. Let's talk Bears O&D. We're going to get this over with pretty quick. We didn't come out, we came out kind of slow again. We were running the ball, I think, at a really good clip. We ended up winning the first half. I think we were up 13-10 going into the first half. It was a little bit back and forth. Looked like it was going to be a nice, solid game again. And then the Lions came out dead in the second half. Couldn't get nothing done. Campbell was going for it on a couple times and didn't make it. I think he might have made one. I don't know if he even made one. Goff was awful. Goff was terrible. Again, this has been a month going on now for Goff, maybe a little bit longer. Amon-Ra's been really quiet the last couple of weeks. Did have a touchdown last week, though. But, just the offense went into a shell. They don't use J-Mo enough. Laporta didn't do much. Reynolds didn't do too much either. Reynolds probably had the best day for a line. He did get in the end zone. It was really the only touchdown pass thrown by Goff. Yeah, it was. But Goff was terrible. Completion percentage was bad. He was sacked too much. He held onto the ball. He's throwing picks. People want to say, well, those 2 picks he thrown, they They were on fourth down, I believe. I think the two picks he did throw were on fourth down. I'm pretty sure. They were like long throws. People say, yeah, it's just as good as a punt. Well, whatever, man. You know what I mean? He's got 10, he has 10 turnovers in 4 games. No matter how you look at it, that's the reality of it. But anyways, man, the game is just a write-off game. Bad game. We ran the ball extremely well in the first half and then went away from it. I didn't understand what was going on. They started trying to chuck the ball around. Stick with the plan, man. We were running well against the Bears. You couldn't get anybody really going through the air, man. You couldn't get your guys. Porta, you couldn't get really. Amon-Ra couldn't get going. Gibbs didn't really get going. He did miss that one ball, though, through the air. But running the ball, man, you were at a really nice clip. Both your running backs were running over 6 yards a carry, Gibbs and Monty. Gibbs was right at 6. Monty was right at 6.6. And then you went away from it. It was weird. Nobody could get going. The defense I thought played okay for the Lions. I really thought they played okay. They didn't play great. You know, they gave up 28. They gave up 28 points, but the offense put them in spots. You know, and we could have probably had a couple more sacks. I thought we were getting to Fields at the beginning of the game, and then all of a sudden we just didn't. It was just a sloppy game. This is we've lost 2 games now to 2 inferior teams. No matter how you look at it, man. Like, I know the Packers are kind of up and coming. Big loss by them against the Giants yesterday. That helps. The Bears are playing good football. They have been for a little bit now. Could they make a run? I don't think they will. They're going to have to win out. I don't see it happening. But, you know, they're still an inferior team. Like, this is, 9-4. It's nice. It sounds great. You know, you need a game probably to lock up a playoff position. Maybe 2 or 3 more to lock up the division. You know what I mean? 2 more should lock up the division. It should, but it might not. But it should. It's going to get you in the playoffs, but you're probably going to have to win 3 to lock up the division. 2 maybe. But we're not playing at a pace right now where I feel comfortable talking about that. And I know we're playing up next, Denver Broncos, Saturday night. The 7-6 Broncos, by the way, facing the 9-4 Lions. The Broncos are right behind the Chiefs. The Chiefs are on a downward spiral. Don't know what's going on with them. Broncos are playing good football. They just beat up on the Chargers. Held them to only 7 points. I don't know. I know they knocked out Herbert. I don't know when they knocked them out. But we're playing them Saturday night at 8:15. This is a must-win game for the Detroit Lions. And I will get into that preview a little bit. Not today. Within the next few days I will. This is a gigantic game. This is a game where, the Lions have to at least win this game to top playoffs, okay? To get into the playoffs. Win this game, then we can talk about division. 2, win this game, you got Jared Goff trying to get a contract here. You got guys, man. You got guys that are trying to play for jobs. Like, Goff, there's no guarantee that this guy is going to be a Detroit Lion next year if he continues to play like this. And I want to save all this stuff because I got videos coming up and I got to get to them. Just don't have the time. It's coming though. I promise they are coming. It's just frustrating right now. It's frustrating. At 9-4, I shouldn't be frustrated. Shouldn't be frustrated at a 9-4 team. You really shouldn't. There's a couple teams that got 10 wins. The Eagles, the 49ers, the Cowboys are up there. And we're right there. But I don't feel comfortable being 9-4. Then that's not right. It does not sound right, does not feel right. But, big loss by the Lions, 28-13, double-digit loss. Can't have this. You got to be better than this, Detroit. Hopefully Denver, we can win this game at home, start talking playoffs and stuff like that. So thanks a lot, guys, for coming in, watching me rant about our Lions. Appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Don't forget to hit the subscribe bell on the bottom right, notification bell up top, bing, ding, ding. And don't forget to like, comment, share this out. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot. Go Lions, one pride, Detroit versus everybody. Let's go. Boom.